My name is Phil Skulte, and I'm the owner of Visual Captive. We partner with Braveco to provide video strategy and production services to their clients. What I enjoy most about running my own business is the building process. So building the company, learning how we can get better, adding more team members, this idea that hopefully one day we'll have more leaders at the front, helping lead the company along my side to make Visual Captive something that's even bigger and greater. So growing up, I actually wanted to do something that worked with my hands. I didn't know exactly what, but my grandfather had a construction business building houses and whatnot. And I got to spend time in his wood shop. So at a very young age, I knew I liked making tangible things. But later in life, in high school, I also wanted to be a ski patroller. So I've had a lot of different, interests and goals that have somehow led me to video production. If I had any superpower, it'd probably be time travel, but not to go back in time and change things or go in the future and change them. It's more that as I've gotten older, I feel like my perspectives have changed or I've gained some more wisdom. And I think it'd be fun to go back and rewatch maybe past events in my life from a new perspective. What people should know about videography that they may not already know is that the camera isn't this secret solution or easy button. Buying the latest, greatest camera won't necessarily increase your video quality. It's having a better eye for framing, set design, color theory, lighting, and even sound. So going out and buying the latest camera is not necessarily where you should spend your time. Learning all those other skill sets that will help create a beautiful video are just as important. If I wasn't a video creator, I'd probably be doing a role that allows me to build things from scratch, like doing strategy and innovation work, helping launch new brands or products. I just find it really fun to have those unique challenges of bringing something new to the market. I basically made my hobby my full-time job, so you might find me with my still photo camera, taking stills with my wife or taking some fun video projects for myself. But I also really find being in the outdoors restorative. I go on a lot of hikes, I'm going on a lot of walks, mountain bike, all sorts of outdoor activities is where I find myself kind of at inner peace. When I first started Visual Captive, I was inspired by some of the stereotypical greats like Steve Jobs with Apple. You could read their books and learn about what they built, but they were the first people that made me think I should leave the corporate world, something that was more predictable, and take a more unbeaten path and try something new. But once I started my business, I found myself more inspired by other local peers, so people who run businesses like Braveco, who, when I see their success and I see them growing, it reminds me that we too can grow, and it's happening right here in our backyard in Minneapolis. The advice I'd give other entrepreneurs is to be prepared for the high highs and low lows. There's definitely moments when you're doubting yourself and questioning the decisions you've made, and there's moments when you feel that high and that success that you've worked for. And I would just encourage other entrepreneurs to stick with it when you're in those lower periods and ride through those different waves. My proudest achievement outside of work was completing a full-distance Ironman triathlon in Madison, Wisconsin. And at the time, I wasn't someone that did these crazy types of races, but it was something that taught me how far I can push my body and my mind. And it gave me a lot of skills that were useful later on in life when I started my business, especially when I was faced with some of the initial challenges that I had when I started Visual Captive. The bravest moment in my career was quitting a corporate job that was financially comfortable and a very predictable career path to start my business. But at the same time when I quit it, I didn't know that the pandemic was coming. I actually quit my corporate job 1 month before the pandemic kicked off. So then sticking with it, even through the pandemic when businesses were closed, was probably the bravest moment in my career.